Hey guys, it's Corey from Redefining Strength, and today I want to talk about the best way to help you reverse that desk job posture, reverse that hunch. That desk job posture where we're constantly rounded forward can lead to a ton of neck, shoulder, and upper back aches and pains. And it's really key that we address those postural distortions before we go into our workouts, or we're more at risk for injury and aches and pains. So using this series, you get a great quick warm-up before your upper body workout. It includes a foam rolling, stretching, and activation, the three-part process that's so key to improving your mobility and your stability and getting those underactive muscles working while loosening up tight muscles. It's from my Restoration series, which has 17 other amazing mobility series to fit your busy lifestyle. So often we skip that prehab work because we're short on time and we just want to get to our workouts. That's why I created quick series that are the perfect warm-up, because our warm-up is the best time to get in that prehab work so that we not only move better during our workouts, but just avoid injury in everyday life. If you want to check out the Restoration, click the link in the video description. Try this quick series today to get moving and feeling better and reverse that desk job posture. If you liked the video, make sure to like it, comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe. We're posting new videos each week. Today we're going to work on that upper back and shoulder mobility. We're going to start by rolling using the peanut. When we use the peanut, we're going to place it on either side of our spine and we're going to relax over it on the ground. We're going to do the mid and upper back today. Okay, so everything is 30 seconds. Ready, set, and go. So placing that peanut on either side of your spine and relaxing over it. Okay, you can let your arms fall overhead too. And then you can even sort of crunch up and then move it up a little higher. You don't want to roll quickly on this, and you might even find you really need to adjust a little bit. You can do little crunches as you hold. Okay, you can also let those arms extend overhead. But you want to think about relaxing over the peanut as you work it all the way up your upper back. You can even put your head in your hands if that helps, if you feel like you're tensing your neck, letting even your elbows fall open as you do a little crunch, and then relax back over. Next, grabbing the roller to roll out your lats. You can use a ball as well, especially getting into some of those little muscles that tend to assist the lats right behind your armpit, okay? But hand is facing up as you move that arm back to stretch out the lat a little bit as you roll. Okay, and you can rock forwards and backwards a little bit even as you find a tight spot. Working down to the bottom of the shoulder blade, even sort of rocking open, working all the way back to that armpit a little bit too. Just sort of relaxing if you find a tight spot. Good. What that looks like with the ball too is you can even start it sort of back towards the back of your armpit right there. Okay, relaxing on the ground. Palm can be up again. Even work it down the side of your shoulder blade to loosen everything up. Make sure though that if you're using the ball for more pressure that you can actually relax into it. You don't want to tense against it. And with these 30-second intervals, it's great to even spend the full minute on one side if that one side is tighter. While it feels weird to do only one side of something, sometimes we need to address the imbalance or injury or issue that we have. Next, grabbing a slightly larger ball, we're going to roll out the chest, okay? So you're going to place the ball in that pack right around that shoulder joint, not get hit by your roller as it falls over, and then lie down. You can make what looks like a snow angel with the arm as well, as you hold in any tight spots. Good. And if you don't have that larger ball, you can always use a smaller ball in the doorway. So if this is the doorway and this is the open space, placing the ball in that shoulder joint and then reaching through. And again, you can even make that snow angel arm, just make sure the ball doesn't get loose. But you want to move as you hold, or even just relax. You might just stand there pushing in. You might move it a little bit underneath your collarbone, just be gentle as you move it towards your sternum because there's not a lot of cushion there. Good. Moving into some stretches. So we're going to go down to the half kneeling, and we're going to work on that thoracic rotation. So you're going to actually rotate towards the leg, and then you rotate away from the leg. You can actually use that arm supported by that leg to really get that rotation, okay? If this feels like too much, you can also do it modified off a bench. Okay, rotating open, and then rotating open, okay? Especially if you can't kneel on the ground, or half kneel on the ground. And you might find that one side is way tighter and it needs a few extra reps. Good. Other side. So again, setting up in that half kneeling position, you're gonna rotate towards the leg and away from the leg. Really engage your upper back as much as you can to rotate and twist. Remember, you can always go off the bench. Good. Next, child's pose. Placing your palms facing up, sitting back on your heels. You're going to walk your hands to one side, in the back center, and then to the other side, in the back center. Pausing a little bit longer on one side if you're tight. Even doing double walks to that one side if you're tight. And remember, you can always do the standing too, okay? Placing the hand up, sort of looking underneath, coming back open. Placing the other hand up, looking underneath, coming back open. That's a great way to really stretch out your lats if you can't handle sitting back on your knees because you have knee pain or any of that jazz. Good. Next one is the wings chest stretch. So hands behind the head, you're gonna bring your elbows together, open them up. So think about engaging your upper back as you do this. So you want to think about pulling your shoulder blades together. Pulling your shoulder blades together. Don't yank on your head. Just think about engaging that upper back, not arching your lower back. Good. Next, we're going to move into some activation, even though we started warming everything up already. So you're going to place the band right here. You're going to pull back and down, okay? Back and down. Just a nice little activation. Really straight arm shoulder extension. Think about pinching those shoulder blades together. Think about opening up that chest. And if you don't have a pole, you can always do this with it around your foot, okay? And pushing back. Pushing back. Hopefully you step on it evenly, so that one side works more. Pushing back, but hinged over, pinching those shoulder blades together, okay? Good. Working on that external rotation, grabbing in both hands, palms facing up. Put the elbows towards the front of your rib cage as you pull it apart, okay? So band external rotation, work on the external rotation of that shoulder joint. Don't try and sell it and move your elbows all over. Keep them towards the front of your rib cage and keep those elbows pressed in and just pull that band apart. Think about feeling the backs of your shoulders working as you do this. Good. Single arm scapular push-ups. So one hand is against the wall like this. You're pinching your shoulder blade together. So you're thinking about pinching the shoulder blade back and then pushing the wall away. Pinching the shoulder blade back, pushing the wall away. What I don't want to see is any sort of elbow bend. Okay, you're just pinching and coming back out. Pinching, coming back out. If you need to, don't do it with the pressure of the wall even, which I know sounds weird, but it sometimes just applies enough resistance that we start to bend instead of focusing on that scapular movement. So remember, guys, you're here, right? You're pinching, you're coming out. You're pinching, you're coming out. There's no extra elbow bend. It's a small movement, just engaging the upper back. Great way to isolate the movement of each shoulder blade independently. Good. Next, grab a little weight. You can use a plate weight, kettlebell if you have one, even a water bottle. You're going to circle around your head, okay? Trying not to move. Ladies, if you have a ponytail or bun, you might whack it a little bit, okay? But don't bobble your head. You're just circling around, trying to open up those shoulders. You don't have to go heavy here. Of course, if you do have weights, you can start to add them as long as you can keep the same range of motion. What I don't want to start to see is either going like this or your head going like this, right? You want to think nice, big circle around that bun, around that ponytail, using the lat to pull it back and across. Back to that first move. That straight arm shoulder extension. Try not to trip on my weights. Pinching back, pinching back. Remember, these are done with light resistances, guys. It's all about establishing that mind-body connection, not about ego and how much weight we can do. Remember, we can always step on the band too and do that little hinged over straight arm kickback too. But you're focused on pulling from your back. So focus on that upper back working to really pinch the shoulder blades together. Good. Next, external rotation. So putting the elbows here, pulling apart. Again, I'd rather see it small than all sorts of weird things with the elbows going on. Isolating, just isolating this movement and those muscles. Good. Single arm scapular push-ups. So hand is against the wall. You're going to pinch the shoulder blade back, come back out. Pinch the shoulder blade back, come back out. So I'm pushing the wall away, pinching. Pushing the wall away, pinching. I know it's really tempting to do this, but you want to make sure you keep the shoulder down and back. Drawing that shoulder blade towards the spine, coming back out. Not wiggling the hips. You're only moving forward because you're pinching that shoulder blade back towards that spine. Good, another side. So again, pinching towards the spine, pushing away. And if you need, even come off that wall. I know it feels weird to say that the wall might be too much resistance, but sometimes having our hand on something causes us to want to bend our elbow versus if we're just doing it in the air. So just doing it like this, we can focus on what we're supposed to be pinching over trying to push away from anything. Good. Kneeling halos. So working on that shoulder mobility. You can even bring your knees a little bit closer together if you want to make it a little bit more challenging on your core. You can also do the standing, guys, if you do have knee pain. But I like the kneeling position because it forces you to really engage your glutes, not seek out a mobility from any other area. Make sure you're not bobbling your head. Try not to whack that bun. We're really trying to get that big range of motion using a light resistance, only building up as you feel comfortable, but not getting caught up in the load. Good. Nice little shoulder mobility drill to keep our neck, shoulders, upper back all healthy and happy.